the new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's the host.
What's going on, my beautiful people? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. We are back here with the new Black Wall Street, the book club. We're going through the book, The 48 Laws of Power, man. You do not want to miss today. This is law number 9. We're talking about winning through your actions and never through argument. Go ahead and share this video right now because this law right here is about to go down. Now, here's the deal, guys. We are reading this book, guys, not for one particular reason. We want to get what they call strategy. That's right. We want to get strategy. Everybody put in the comments below strategy because you want to be able to learn when to apply the strategies, or at the very least, you want to know when those strategies are being applied upon you. So you always want to be in a position of power. And this way, if you are going to use the strategy or you know when the strategy is being used against you. What's going on, Wendy B? So today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, black owner manufacturer, True Detergent. We manufacture right here in the Atlanta area, and we're doing free delivery to your doorstep in Atlanta. You can give us a call at 678-851-2400. And this right here is 101 ounce bottle, 4 times concentrated at $15. I mean, it's 15 cents per wash. And so if you want to go ahead and get this delivered today, give us a call, 678-851-2400. Now, here's the deal, guys. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. So why not go ahead and support your brothers and sisters so we can go ahead and continue to build this black economy and go ahead and switch your detergent today. Look, True Detergent, make the switch. All right, here's the deal, guys. Maybe we got a couple things coming up as well. Maybe you're outside the Atlanta area. You still want to support. You still want to go ahead and get your True today. Well, you can do that by going ahead and clicking on the link. It says an online order. You can order online and get it shipped to your house. I'm still working. I got a deal today where I got to work on shipping. So until I get that figured out, you can actually order online. I don't get as much benefit from it, but it doesn't really matter. It still going to be supporting this company and helping them to grow. And then also, maybe you're a person that's saying, hey, I want to learn how to become a distributor as well. I want to do what you're doing. I want to go ahead and capture some profit. Well, that's going to be the True investment session that you can sign up for. We don't have many seats left, but if you, I'm telling you, if you don't get these seats this week, they are going to be gone because I'm going on an interview on Saturday, and that's going to push more and more people to get the seats that you could have had. So if you're interested, you want to go ahead and sign up for that as well. And then we have the ERGJ exclusive. If you want to learn how to fire your boss, if you want to learn how to finance your own freedom, if you want to put a plan together for your life, then you want to go ahead and sign up for that. I'm only doing this once this year, and this is going to be my exclusive for Black Wealth Month. It's going to be where I'm going to sit down with 20 students or 20 mentees, whatever you want to call them, and I'm going to help you develop your own plan the same way I developed a plan for myself, and the same way I was able to fire my boss, same way as I was able to finance my own freedom. So I'm going to walk you through that. It's exclusive. It's for Black Wealth Month because this is the year. This is the month where we're actually going to make history instead of just reading history. That's right. We're going to make history with our dollars. So what's going on, Wendy B? AA Ron in the building. Thanks so much for tuning in. So again, today is going through the 48 Laws of Power, law number 9. Again, go ahead and share this. This is going to be a barn burner. I'm so excited about today's law. I mean, you know what? I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. It's law number 9, guys. Let's go ahead and get it. So the law number 9 says this. Win through your actions, never through argument. I mean, we can probably stop right there, but let's go ahead and go through. Win through your actions, never through argument. I don't have time to argue with people. We're just going to show them. Club Millie is just going to show you. We tired of trying to convince you guys to jump on board. We're just going to show you. That's it. We're just going to show you. Anyway, any momentary triumph you think you have gained through argument is really a Pyrrhic victory. I'm going to put Pyrrhic in the comments below. I want you guys to look that up for me. We got vocabulary and everything when we're doing this. Pyrrhic, somebody look that up. Oh, I spelled it wrong. F-P-Y-R-R-H-I-C. Pyrrhic. Pyrrhic. I don't know. Pyrrhic victory. The resentment and ill will you stir up is stronger and lasts longer than any momentary change of opinion. It is much more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying word. Demonstrate, do not explicate. That's another word we got to look up. Explicate. Somebody look those words up for me. Pyrrhic and explicate. So it's much more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying a word. Demonstrate, do not explicate. All right. So here are your keys to power. Again, you want to win through action, not through argument. Win through action, not through argument. So everybody put in the comments below, action over argument. Action over argument. Too many people, especially in relationships, you guys try to win people over through your argument. You try to bring you try to back your stuff over with so much fact and so much opinion that you just have to be right. So you try to win people over through your argument. But there's others who just win by their actions. It's nothing undeniable when you can just see it. Anyway, keys to power. In the realm of power, you must learn to judge your moves by their long-term effects on other people. Long-term effects on other people. The problem in trying to prove a point, or gain a victory through argument is that in the end, you can never be certain how it affects the people you're arguing with. They may appear to agree with you politely, but inside they may resent you. Or perhaps something you said inadvertently even offended them. Words have that insidious ability to be interpreted according to the other person's mood and insecurities. Even the best argument has no solid foundation, for we have all come to distrust the slippery nature of words. And days after agreeing with someone, we often revert to our old opinion out of sheer habit. Understand this. Words are a dime a dozen. Understand this. Words are a dime a dozen. Everyone knows that in the heat of an argument, we will say anything to support our cause. Everyone knows that in the heat of an argument, we will say anything to support our cause. We will quote the Bible, refer to unverifiable statistics. Who can be persuaded by bags of air like that? Action and demonstration are much more powerful and meaningful. They are there before our eyes for us to see. Yes, now that statue's nose does look just right. There are no offensive words, no possibility of misinterpretation. No one can argue with the demonstrated proof. As Balstar Gracia remarks, the truth is generally seen, rarely heard. The truth is generally seen, rarely heard. Sir Christopher Wren was England's version of the Renaissance man. He had mastered the sciences of mathematics, astronomy, physics, and physiology. Yet during his extremely long career as England's most celebrated architect, he was often told by his patrons to make impractical changes in his designs. Never once did he argue or offend. He had other ways of proving his point. In 1688, Wren designed a magnificent town hall for the city of Westminster. The mayor, however, was not satisfied. In fact, he was nervous. He told Wren he was afraid the second floor was not secure and that it could all come crashing down on his office on the first floor. He demanded that Wren add 2 stone columns for extra support. Wren, then the consummate engineer, knew that these columns would serve no purpose and that the mayor's fears were baseless, but build them he did, and the mayor was grateful. It was only years later that the workmen on the high scaffold saw that the columns stopped just short of the ceiling. They were dummy columns. But both men got what they wanted. The mayor could relax, and Wren knew posterity would understand that his original design worked and the columns were unnecessary. The power of demonstrating your idea is that your opponents do not get defensive. The power of demonstrating your idea is that your opponents do not get offensive and are therefore more open to persuasion. Repeat that again. When you demonstrate your idea, you put your opponents you take away the defenses of your opponent, and they become more persuasive to your ideas. This is why a lot of people say, I don't talk about my ideas, I just do them. I just go to work and I just put them into practice. I just make them come true. I make my dreams become a reality. That way people can see the ideas. They can see the idea. They don't have to hear the idea. So some people just say, hey, I'm not going to talk about my idea. I'm not going to talk about the thing that I want to do. I'm not going to talk about the thing I want to create. I'm just going to go and create it. And then people can see the fruit of my labor, right? And that's going to get people, that's going to open people up to persuasion. And what persuasion means is that it's going to open people up to support you and your idea, to buy your stuff. Because now you have this product that you went and created, or this service that you went and created, that is tangible and people can see, and there's no argument on whether it's going to be, it's going to come true or not, you know? So making them literally and physically feel your meaning is making them literally and physically feel your meaning is infinitely more powerful than argument. A heckler once interrupted Nikita Khrushchev in the middle of a speech in which he was denouncing the crimes of Stalin. You were a colleague of Stalin, the heckler. Yeah. Why didn't you stop him then? Khrushchev apparently could not see the heckler and barked out. Who said that? No hands went up. No one moved a muscle. After a few seconds of tense silence, Khrushchev finally said in a quiet voice, "Now you know why I didn't stop him." Instead of just arguing that anyone facing Stalin was afraid, knowing that the slightest sign of rebellion would mean a certain death, he had made them feel what it was like to face Stalin. He made them feel the paranoia, the fear of speaking up, the terror of confronting the leader, in this case, Khrushchev. The demonstration was visceral and no more argument was necessary. The most powerful persuasion beyond action, the most powerful persuasion goes beyond action into symbol. The most powerful persuasion goes beyond action and into symbol. The power of a symbol, right? A flag, a mythic story, a monument to some emotional event is that everyone understands you without having anything being said. And of course, in America, the most powerful symbol that we have is the American flag, right? It is the most powerful persuasion that goes beyond action. It's just a simple symbol, a flag that everyone understands without anything being said, right? So what symbol might represent? This for you guys, it might be your logo, right? What does your logo say about your company? Good morning, Della. How are you? What does your logo say that goes beyond any words? In 1975, when Henry Kissinger was engaged in some confronting negotiations with the Israelis over the return of part of the Sinai Desert, and they had seized in 1967 war, he suddenly broke off a tense meeting and decided to go do some sightseeing. He paid a visit to the ruins of the ancient fortress of Masada, known to all the Israelis as a place where 700 Jewish warriors committed mass suicide in AD 73, rather than give in to the Roman troops besieging them. The Israelis instantly understood the message of Kissinger's visit. He was indirectly accusing them of courting mass suicide. Although the visit did not by itself change their minds, it made them think far more seriously than any direct warning would have. Symbols like this one carry great emotional significance. When aiming for power or trying to conserve it, always look for the indirect route. And also choose your battles carefully. Everybody put in the comments below, choose your battles wisely. If it does not matter in the long run whether the other person agrees with you, or if it does not matter in the long run whether the other person agrees with you, or if time and their own experience will make them understand what you mean, then it is best not to even bother with the demonstration. Save your energy and walk away. So sometimes you gotta ask yourself, does it even matter in this situation whether you agree with me or not, right? Does it even matter if you decide that you want to join Club Millie or not? It doesn't even matter, right? Because at the end of the day, we're going to keep marching on. So it's best for us to use our energy to continue to make our money work for us than to continue to try to convince people to join us in our movement. It doesn't really matter because we're going to keep marching on regardless. They're going to see by demonstration what we're talking about, right? So sometimes you just got to show them, and that's just what it is sometimes. But you got to choose your battles wisely. Don't no point in arguing with them. And hey, listen, we're presenting an opportunity to you to come and join a movement. You got to decide whether you think this is worth your investment of your time and your dollars. That's just what it is. Now, here's the image. Here's the image of what we're talking about today as far as winning through action, not through argument. The seesaw. Imagine the seesaw, right? Up and down go the arguers, getting nowhere fast. Up and down go the arguers, getting nowhere fast. Have you ever been in an argument, maybe with a loved one, or maybe someone you really care about, I don't know, whatever it is, and you see that this argument is going nowhere fast? I remember this because, one of my last relationships, I was like, man, why are we always arguing over nothing, over stupid stuff? It's not getting us anywhere. And I try to change the conversation, like, listen, why don't we stop talking about what we don't like about each other? Why don't we start thinking about the things that we do like about each other? So we can get from a place of argument to a place of compliment. It's very difficult to do when you find one thing. You can have the whole day go great, and one thing go wrong, and you focus the whole rest of your night on that one thing. Instead of, man, look at all the great things we had happen today. Look at all the wonderful things we did today. Look at the great day we had. But one thing, and that's what we're going to choose to focus on the rest of the night. This one thing, not the 10,000 things that went well. We're going to focus our time and energy on this one thing that went bad. Up and down go the arguers, getting nowhere fast. Get off the seesaw. Everybody put in the comments below, get off the seesaw. Get off the seesaw and show them your meaning without kicking or pushing. Leave them at the top and let gravity bring them gently down to the ground. Get off the seesaw and show them your meaning without kicking or pushing. Leave them at the top and let gravity bring them gently down to the ground. Here's your authority. Never argue. In society, nothing must be discussed. Give only results. Never argue. Show your results. And your results, your actions, will speak louder than your words. That's the message, and that is the preview of the example today. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Stop trying to win people over through your argument, through your through trying to convince them and trying to change their opinion. Let them see something different, and their opinion will automatically change. Well, guys, that is our time here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, going through the book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Again, this is a book very controversial in a lot of the laws, but what you can learn is some strategy to actually apply to your life or understand when those laws are being used against you. In this particular case, I think this is a law that everyone should know, that you want to win through your actions, not through argument. In other words, actions speak louder than the words. Stop arguing with these fools. Listen, just show them, and then they will see, and there'll be nothing to argue about, okay? There'll be nothing to argue about when they see your bank account, and they're wondering, well, what happened? Well, guys, I told you, you wanted to argue, you didn't think it was going to work, and now you still broke, and I'm rich. I can't help that. You didn't want to get on board. That's just what it is. Get off the seesaw of argument and get into the place of action. Well, guys, law number 9 is now complete. Hey, I just want to remind you guys that you got the power. And today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent, black-owned and manufactured detergent right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery to your doorstep. So go ahead and get your True today. 678-851-2500. 678-851-2400. Give us a call. Here's the deal, guys. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. Why not support your brother and sister and help build this black economy by switching to True today? True Detergent. Make the switch. Well, guys, I just want to remind you guys that it takes a village, and it starts with us. Have a wonderful day today. And remember this, you've got the power. And what else I was going to say? Let's build as we climb together. Have a good day, guys.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.